Hello viewers, welcome to the domestic news update on Top Accurate News. First, the headlines. Court remands former CBN governor in fraud case. APC and Nnpp leaders sign peace accord in Kano. Police warns against justice jungle in Anambra. Details coming up shortly. In politics, court remands former CBN governor in fraud case. The High Court in the Federal Capital Territory has ordered the remand of the former governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, Godwin Emefiele, in Kuje Correctional Center. The court's decision comes as Emefiele faces trial on alleged procurement fraud amounting to 6.5 billion naira. The trial, delayed 3 times, finally proceeded on Friday. The judge deferred a bench ruling due to extensive legal references, opting to remand Emefiele in prison until the bail application's determination on November 22nd. The development follows Emefiele's release on November 8 after spending 151 days in detention, with the federal government reducing the charges to 6, totaling over 1 billion naira. Moving on, APC and Nnpp leaders sign peace accord in Kano. Ahead of the anticipated appeal court judgment on the Kano governorship election, executives from the All Progressive Congress APC and the New Nigeria People's Party Nnpp have inked a peace accord. The signing ceremony held at the State Police Command signifies a commitment to avoid all forms of celebration or protest during and after the judgment. The State Secretary of APC, Ibrahim Zakari Sarina, and Nnpp Deputy Chairman, South Ibrahim Dahu, vowed to ensure peace in Kano, emphasizing that the sentiment of party support should not lead to violence. The peace accord was witnessed by the State Joint Security Committee, comprising security chiefs who pledged to maintain a peaceful atmosphere before, during, and after the appeal court's decision. Still in political affairs, police warns against jungle justice in Anambra. The Commissioner of Police in Anambra, CP Aderemi Adeoye, has issued a stern warning against the perilous trend of jungle justice within the state. Emphasizing the command's intolerance for such actions, CP Adeoye stated that the police will no longer condone situations where individuals take the law into their own hands by lynching suspects without due trial. The caution comes on the heels of the arrest of 2 individuals involved in recent cases of mob lynching that led to the death of suspected criminals. CP Adeoye underscored the severity of such acts, labeling them as bestial and worse than the crimes themselves, with perpetrators now facing murder charges. He urged residents to report criminal matters to the police for proper legal intervention, assuring them of the command's commitment to maintaining law and order. You are watching the news on Top Accurate News. Do stay with us. Still to come. Welcome back and thanks for staying with us. Regarding health, the federal government has taken a significant step towards inclusivity by approving a 10% inclusion of persons living with disabilities (PLWDs) in all humanitarian and social safety interventions. Dr. Betta Edu, the Minister of Humanitarian Affairs and Poverty Elevation, made this announcement during the launch of the Empowerment Program at the Art and Culture Conference Hall in Abuja. PLWDs will now benefit from various government programs, including the End Hunger Program, conditional cash transfer, and N-Power, among others. The inclusion will be facilitated through the National Commission for Persons with Disabilities, ensuring that PLWDs have access to opportunities and support across different sectors. Minister Edu commended President Bola Tinubu for his commitment to recognizing PLWDs as individuals with special abilities rather than disabilities, marking a positive shift towards greater inclusivity in governmental initiatives. On business matters, telcos threaten to cut off USSD access over 200 billion naira debt. Telecommunications operators under the Association of Licensed Telecommunications Operators of Nigeria, ALTON, have disclosed that deposit money banks, DMBs, owe them a staggering 200 billion naira in unstructured supplementary service data, USSD debt. ALTON chairman Benga Adebayo issued a warning that the debt must be settled in full, and debtor banks could face being blocked from accessing USSD services. Despite appeals, meetings, and interventions by the Central Bank of Nigeria (CBN) and the Nigerian Communications Commission (NCC), the banks have remained silent on payment. Adebayo emphasized that the value of the debt would continue to rise due to fluctuating foreign exchange challenges, urging the new NCC Executive Vice Chairman to urgently address the issue. The industry's president, Mr. Tony Izuagbe Emwepere, stressed the need for connectivity in both urban and rural areas, expressing concerns about handling costs related to right-of-way. Concerning environmental matters, collaboration to combat climate change and environmental hazards. The Special Operations Forces (SOF) have partnered with Microsoft Nigeria, Sterling Bank, the Sun Media Foundation, Ohando Foundation, and Coca-Cola. This transformative capacity strengthening workshop, titled Achieving the SDGs Strengthening Media Capacities for Effective Reportage, took place in Lagos. The event commenced with a 2-day advocacy training aimed at equipping media professionals and journalists with the skills needed to amplify narratives on climate adaptation and the Sustainable Development Goals (SDGs). Mrs. Olakpeju Ibekwe, CEO of the SOF, stressed the urgency of enhancing media advocacy on climate change, viewing the training as a resolute call to action. Facilitators included industry experts and professionals, fostering a collaborative approach to escalate the pressing issues of climate change and sustainable development. In sports, legal battle over NPFL broadcast rights. Total Promotions Nigeria Limited has issued a warning to StarTimes, cautioning against the legal consequences of the recently signed broadcast agreement with the Nigeria Premier Football League (NPFL). In a letter dated November 9, 2023, Total Promotions claims that the property signed by StarTimes is not available as it resides with them. The letter references an interlocutory injunction against tampering with the broadcast rights between Total Promotions Nigeria Limited and Nigeria Football League in suit number LD/997/2013. Total Promotions also draws attention to the Nigeria Football Act, asserting that only the Nigeria Football League has legal ownership of matters related to the league. The league concludes by highlighting the firm's intent to take legal action if StarTimes persists with the 1.6 billion naira deal, deeming it inconsistent with Nigerian laws. That concludes our domestic news for today. Stay tuned for more national news and development. Thanks for joining us. I am Jonathan Powe. Connect and engage with us on all our social media handles. Do have a wonderful day.